These are things that are super aggravating about these projects.
Don't try this at home. This is going on Rusty Judgment.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to Rusty Judgment. If we haven't met before, my name is Tom. It's nice to meet you. If we have met before, thanks for coming back. It's good to see you. I'm headed out to the cracked house right now, and we're headed out there because we've had some contractors out there doing some stuff over the last few days. I've been out of town, and so I'm back now, and I want to see how far they got. Hopefully they worked the whole time I was gone, but you never know. I'd like to get this house out here closed up so that I can do all the interior stuff when it's cold. So my goal out here with this house is gonna be get all the exterior stuff done, all the dirt work done, and then when it gets cold, we can work inside. So I'm just rolling up now. The septic guy has been out here, I believe, and he's supposed to be installing the septic system. So hopefully that's been going on too. Then we're gonna jump back over to the, oh, it looks like he has not been back, man. All right, and then, these are things that are super aggravating about these projects. Like, you hire good people and then it feels like you just have to babysit or harass them like crazy. Yeah, he hasn't been back here. Okay, that sucks. Okay, then we're gonna go over to the farmhouse because I've got drywall guys over there fixing all of the drywall stuff. So, all right, I'm going to, let's see what's going on out here. Oh, that's not super exciting. Okay, and then these guys. Ugh. All right, so this is good. Oh, and the basement. All right, well, this is great. So it looks to me like, oh no, they're not done yet because those pipes aren't connected. Looks like we're close because I'm sure they're waiting for an inspection, but that pipe's not connected. Why? Or what is this? This must be, so that's toilet. Toilet vanity. That must be the, well, whatever, the pump that pumps it up and out. So then what do we got here? Because this is a bedroom. So confused right now. Yeah, what is that? So I know what those are. Those are for upstairs. What is this about? Oh, I wonder if this is for the shower. Oh, that's sand. Okay, so that's packed with sand. That's for the shower. So this is gonna be the drain. Wait, let me think here. Okay, so if we got vanity, toilet, this is shower here, tub and shower. That makes, okay, so now this makes more sense. All right, so we got doorway, in, tub, shower, surround, toilet, vanity. All right, I get that. That's a lot further over than I thought it was going to be. Huh, okay. Yeah, that seems further my way than it should be. I feel like it should be further that way. All right. And then over here, we got sump basket. And then we've got floor drain with a P-trap, but it's not connected yet. So we will have to contact them about that. But then that, that seems way too far that way. This whole bathroom seems like it should be further this way. All right, well, I don't have a tape measure on me or the prints, so I will have to get the tape measure and the prints back out here and measure all that, make sure that's right. That bathroom just seems too far that way, which would be a real big bummer because it looks like they kind of did a lot of work to put it there. So let's hope it's right. It just looks, it looks too far that way. Like that back bedroom's gonna be too small. But again, I don't know. And then I gotta find out where my septic guy's at. Because all he did is move his backhoe. All right, here at the farmhouse, we got mud and tape going on. And then I'm starting to pull the border that Dawn was gonna paint over. So Dawn was gonna paint over all of this border, and I thought, I agree with you guys. I don't wanna do that. So I started picking at it. Look how easy it comes off. It's just pulling right off. So I'm gonna peel it all off and we're not gonna paint over the border because that's awesome that it's just coming right off that easily. All right, end of the day, I came out here and we got some trenching going on for a septic system. I'm guessing he's about as far out as he's gonna go until he starts digging the holes for the tanks. So I'm predicting tomorrow he's gonna start digging some big old holes to set 2 concrete tanks in the ground. So that's gonna be exciting. I did talk to the plumbers. That pipe that was undone is supposed to be open because that's where they need an inspection yet. The inspector is gonna come in, they're gonna put pressure to the system, make sure there's no leaks in the piping. So that is supposed to be off. Then after the inspection, they're gonna come back out and they're gonna seal that pipe up. I have not measured yet to make sure that bedroom is the right size before the bathroom. It's so exciting that work's being done over here and I'm not here doing it. I'm over at the farmhouse. All right, and now we're out here at the place we all wanted to get to. We're out at the farmhouse. All of the tape and mudding has been done. That was all done while we were gone. They just finished up yesterday. Adeline's here, eager to work. And then this over here is all done. And that, and then a bunch of other miscellaneous stuff. But so Adeline and I have been cleaning everything up from the drywall guys so that we can get to priming because all those areas need to be primed. So we're gonna get doing that, and then we're gonna start putting paint on the wall because we've got a lot of painting to do. We have to paint it pretty much. I know we painted some areas earlier in the year, but none of those areas got actually finished. So we have to prime a lot, and then we have to paint pretty much everything in this house, including the basement. I have 1 child here now. We are bringing 3 more over in a couple hours. So I finally understand why you have so many kids. Oldest one, painting here. Youngest one, filling nail holes here. How's it going, man? Good. Good? Nice. Yeah, you can take a little more out of the putty knife, or out of the little container, and just squish it in and straight it off. You can be quicker about it, okay? Like, you don't have to be so detailed. But can I see what you got there? The bucket, the little container? So we're using this to fill all the nail holes. This little spackle, it goes on pink, and then when it dries, it's white. So you know when it's dry, so you can paint over it. So Gage is going around filling all, they hung lots of things on the walls in this house. So he's got a whole bunch of holes to fill, so he's on his tool doing that. So downstairs in the basement, we got Corbin and Maggie. Corbin is vacuuming the floor because we are gonna do a finish on the floor. And so we scraped all the walls yesterday and kind of swept everything off the walls. Now he's going around, he's gonna vacuum the entire floor so it's super clean. And then Megs, oh, I haven't even shown you guys the bathroom yet. Maggie, hey-o, she's in the bathroom down here, priming the whole bathroom. You need more paint? All right, cool. She needs more paint. She's gonna prime this whole bathroom. You haven't seen it yet, but it looks great. Thanks, Megs. All right, it is day 2 of painting. We've got all the kids here again. Maggie's working on a bathroom, Adeline's working on upstairs, and the boys spent the entire day cleaning this basement so that today they get to participate in the painting as well. So they're super excited. We're gonna do all the walls in white-ish, I think it's like a eggshell-ish, something white. And they're gonna do all these walls in white. And then we're gonna do the floor in like a grayish color. It's like the same stuff that we used in our personal house, like, so it's like a epoxy something for the floor to kind of just like seal off the concrete and lock everything in the floor that's in the floor currently and just give it like a nice clean look. So we're gonna get started and make this basement less gross. All right, now we're finally doing what the boys and I wanted to do this whole time, and that is paint this disgusting floor. So Corbin vacuumed for the longest yesterday, so he gets to do this first. Is that fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it like extremely satisfying? Yeah, I agree with him, super satisfying. And Gagey boy, do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah? That looks nice, Corbin. It's gonna feel like a whole different basement when that's all done.
Yeah.
You like doing this stuff, or am I making you work for me?
I like doing this stuff.
How about you? You like it? Now that's because I'm standing here, right? I'm kidding, you guys are good helpers. Girls are too, they're working upstairs right now. Thank you. Good job. All right, day 2 done. You guys ready to be done painting?
Yeah. Really?
For like ever?
Yeah.
So we have almost everything painted and edged. It looks amazing. I don't even know how to show it to you. It does look really good. There's a bunch of random spots on the ceiling that need to be patched because they had stuff hung from the ceilings that we patched, so we got to paint all that. And then like this, where we're getting rid of this light fixture, we're gonna use a new one. So I pulled them down, so I'll have to paint around those. This room I think needs a second coat edging, otherwise the walls are done. The bathroom I think needs a second coat edging. This bedroom needs a second coat edging. And I think the kitchen's done, right? The kitchen's done except we need to paint the ceiling. The ceiling's not painted at all yet. So we gotta paint that. The basement is completely painted. I think the floor needs a second coat and the bathroom needs to be painted, but we can't access the bathroom right now because of the floor. And the stairwell's painted. We've gone through a lot of gallons of paint in the last 2 days. And we're super sweaty because now the house is insanely humid because of all the liquid we're putting on the walls. And it's almost 100 degrees and 70+% humidity in Minnesota. So we are gonna go home. We're gonna get ready for them to go to youth group. All right, and now the boys and I dropped the girls off at home and we came out to the moved in house because I heard we had some septic tanks show up today. So we've got the trench here with all the pipe tossed in, and it looks like we got 2 tanks in the ground here. He said the third one's gonna show up tomorrow. Wow, that's really deep. So here are 2 of the tanks. I thought we were only getting 2 tanks. He said we're getting 3, so there's a third tank would go there. So you can see this, it's gonna turn into the house midway, and then it's gonna come down here, and then into one tank, and then into the next tank, and then into a third tank. Corbin, don't come near here. No, you guys stay away from the trench. So then he's gonna keep digging here and then put a third tank right there. And then, so we got our tanks, and then from here, there'll be a mound system here, because with the soil that we have here, that's what we require is a mound system. So if you don't know what a mound is, it's completely the opposite of what you would think you would do with all of your waste. So it comes out of your house, it gravity feeds, actually it doesn't even gravity feed. So I talked about a lift station in the basement that they're putting in. So because of the grade of everything here, you can't put the top of this tank more than 4 feet down. So what's going on is there's a lift station in the basement. So the basement is actually lower than these. So it's gonna pump all of the waste up out of the basement and then down this line here, down there to the tanks. And then it will gravity feed from one tank to the next tank to the next tank. One of these tanks ends up being the solid tank. I think it's the first one. And then these end up being liquid tanks. And then there'll also be a lift station down here that will pump all of the waste up into the mound system over here. And so what they do, because of like the ground here, it's all clay underneath the black dirt. So they'll build like a couple feet of sand and then rock, and I think it's either, so it's sand and rock, I don't remember the order. Pretty sure it's sand, then rock, and in the rock they build a PVC drain field. So it's PVC pipe with holes in it and a bunch of runs. So that, and then they'll cover that with more rock, and then I think they put like a fiber, like a netting blanket over it so that the black dirt doesn't leach into it, and then they top coat it with like 6 inches of black dirt, and then we'll shape it all and seed it, and it'll end up being just like a big grass mound in the yard. So that's so that it can drain all the liquid through the sand, because with it all being clay in our area, they don't let you do anything except for mounds, because all the wastewater won't drain. It'll just sit there in theory. So any of you who know anything about septic systems, why can't they dig that into the ground and do that same system underground? Like, why can't you dig a huge hole, fill it with sand and rock, build your drain fields in that, cover that with rock, and then cover it with black dirt so it's all below ground? Why can't you do that? I would like to know if anyone does. But so it's great. I'm super happy that this place is moving forward. All right, boys, you want to go home? All right, they want to go home. It's hot out. All right, back here at the moved-in house, and I've got the prints here. So it's 11.3 inside wall to inside wall, but that's plus 2x4 walls. So I'd say we're looking at about 13 feet. Center of this pipe to that wall. That's just a rough dimension. All right, so my rough dimension center line from that wall to here was 13.3. It's 13.2.5. So that's right. All right, well, that's comforting, because yeah, so then the bedroom wall, if the tub's here, the bedroom wall will end like there. All right. Okay, I see. He drew it on the wall. All right. So he drew on the wall right here. That's where the stud's at. I mean, that's where the edge of the wall's at for the bathroom. All right. I feel better now. Ooh, also, they're out here working on the septic system. All the tanks are buried. See the caps on top of there? I don't know what he's doing. I'm sure he's getting ready to... I think they got to push the black dirt off the top where the mound's going to go. So, super exciting. Lots of forward progress. Thanks for watching. Oh, it's beautiful out, by the way. See you next week.